Hello! Welcome to Happy Little Yarn, episode 87. My name is Amy. I come to you from Leesburg, Georgia, where it's delightful and rainy here today. Still a little hot and humid, but it's raining, and I love a good rain. Today I don't know if it's going to be a long episode or a short episode, but I have a quick update on my whips. I have, since I don't have much knitting to report on, sorry, there's something like in my eye. I have trash or treasure we're going to do. I'm going to go up here to one of my bins and pick some bags, and we're going to look and see if I should trash or treasure it. I'm going to have a crafter spotlight. It's a new segment I'm going to start doing. And I have a few other things planned to talk to you about. Sorry if that was gross just now, but I feel like a hair's in my eye. I'm going to talk to you about some spreadsheets I've made. Crafting related, of course, and the advents I have planned out for Halloween and Christmas, and just a smidge of life. Not much is going on this week, but first I have to show you something really cool. If you're a 90s kid, late 90s kid, like if you were a teen in the 90s and you made mixed CDs, like I made mixed tapes and mixed CDs, so look what I got. Is this one of them pop socket things for my phone case, but Party Mix Volume 1, and it spins. And not only does it spin, it doesn't stop spinning. It just keeps going and going and going. Yeah, I like that a lot. I got a new case for my phone, and I record on my phone, that's why I don't have it in the case. But see, it's still spinning. Stop that. So, are y'all ready to talk? Because I'm ready to talk. I've been excited to record all week, even though I have like nothing to say. I'm just excited to spend time with you. So, hope you have a cup of something delicious. I have an Americano, as usual. I almost made a cappuccino, but I don't like frothing milk. I'm lazy. Okay. So first, let's talk. If I look right here, I actually made show notes. I don't know why, because I never do, but I just feel so unorganized half the time that I thought this might help me. So first, let's talk about my Douglas Cardi. And the Douglas Cardi, if you remember, is a pattern by Andrea Mowry. And instead of losing my place in the pattern, I'll just pop a picture on the screen of what it looks like. Her pattern. This is by Andrea Mowry. And I have a lot of stuff all over the place. So I'm just trying to find a spot to put stuff. Okay. I don't have any yarn attached, or I thought I didn't. I guess I do. Am I further than I thought? Yes, I have yarn attached. Yes, everywhere. I'm glad I woven the ends in on the middle and the right panel, in the back and the right panel, because this would be a mess. But last time I had just finished the back panel, and that is this lovely piece. I just finished this last week. I didn't even take the progress keeper out because I didn't knit any more on it. But I've moved on to the left panel. So that's the middle. And this is the right panel. Even though it's on my left, but that's the left panel. So I'm working on the right panel. It'll be exactly like this. So I've gotten this far on the right panel. I've gotten the blue stripe, the yellow stripe, the pink stripe, and some green. I've got the green attached, and it looks like I've done 2 rows. Yep, 2 rows. So that's all I've gotten done this week. I was working on it, and I was determined to finish the left panel, but you know, I get distracted. So that's all I've gotten done on this one. If you remember, oh, I just hit my glasses with the needles. I hope it didn't scratch it. Black ribbing on the bottom, and around the collar, the shawl collar, and the cuffs of the sleeves will be black as well. But the sleeves will be striped, neon striped. And I am not sure if I'm going to have enough yarn. I stole this idea from Shauna Stitches, a little hair barrette to make your ball of yarn not unwind everywhere. Shauna Stitches is a great podcast. Y'all should go check her out. She is doing the mystery sock thing with Stephen West. I guess he calls it a mystery sock along or something. I don't know. I'm not doing it. I'm not a sock knitter. I find it fiddly. Okay. What was I just doing? See, this is my brain. Okay. I was seeing if I have any more. Okay, so I got one pink stripe here that I just finished knitting. Do I have any more pink? No. After the yellow is pink though. So I think when I join the right panel, because after this, I take the needles that are on the right panel, or the back panel, and I put it through the left panel, and then I put it through the right panel, and then I do some kind of bind off inside out, like a 3 needle bind off or something. I don't know. So I guess since the last color in the stripe sequence is yellow, I'll just do yellow. I don't think you knit anymore. I think you just bind off, and that's the shoulders. So I think I'll do yellow, but pink will probably repeat how many times through the arms? At least 3 times, times 2 arms. And this is DK weight yarn. Y'all, if y'all are garment knitters and you know a thing or two about how much you need for 10 rows of DK, 3 times. Okay, let me see. We're going to weigh it. That's what I'm doing, sorry. 20 grams, that's all I have. That's roughly like 47, 49 yards. Because, you know, a mini and an advent, a DK mini and an advent's about 49 yards. I don't think I'm going to have enough for the sleeves. So if you're new here, you won't know this, but if you're returning, welcome back, and welcome to the new viewers. I have backup. I ordered backup. I wasn't going to let this get me down. So I got more yarn I'm going to use for the sleeves. The dye lots are different. If you can see, that pink is a little bit more purple than this pink. So we're using this backup yarn for the sleeves. And after I'm done with the backup yarn, I might do a giveaway for all the DK leftover yarn. I don't know. We'll see how messy it is, how much of a mess it is. But I imagine I won't use more than 20 grams per sleeve. So that'd be 40 grams. So that's like half a skein. Well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. So that's the Douglas Cardi. I'm on the right panel. As soon as or the left panel. As soon as I finish the left panel, I just bind the shoulders off somehow. I haven't gotten that far in the pattern. I know you're supposed to read ahead in the pattern, but I did a little to see that picture that shows you that you're going to bind off some, but that's all I've done. That's all I've looked at. And now this yarn is all tangled everywhere. But I think the pink is my least amount of yarn I have left. Probably because that first row was so long. Or that first stripe that I put in the pattern was so long, it ate more yarn. Okay. So Douglas Cardi is in a bag my friend Sarah made me with beautiful butterflies, and it's huge. I love it. Next up is the blanket I've been knitting. That is loosely based on the Anthology throw, and I'll put a picture of the Anthology throw right here. I worked on this some, not a lot. I haven't had time at work to knit because everybody was on vacation this week, it seemed like, in my department. Well, just a lot of people were on vacation. They're using their PTO up before the end of the fiscal year. And I was in charge this week, so I was a little busy, but it was a very productive week, so I'm not complaining. I'm happy about that. I love coffee. Oh my God. Okay. So here's where I was last week on my blanket using yarn. Oh, okay. The yarn I'm using for the cardigan, the Douglas cardigan, is Pretty Twisted Yarns in the Blacklight collection. I don't know if she still has any or not, but you can get 10% off your order by using Happy 10, I think it is. Lord, I done forgot. It's in the show notes below, or I might pop it on the screen. So check her out. I know she's on vacation right now. I don't know if she's got yarn in her shop, but for future references, that's a coupon code you can use. Okay, back to the blanket. I'm using my Advent from Yarn Cafe Creations. And this is last week's. I've already shown you all of last week's yarn. I'll just flash them real quick. But I'm loosely basing this off of the Anthology throw by Helen Stewart. And the yarn in this Advent is a My Little Pony Advent that Yarn Cafe Creations does every July. I've gotten it for a few years, so I know it's been for a few years at least. This is last week's I showed you already that I haven't knit up. This is days, who knows, 8 through 12 it looks like. So I have not knit this up. If you want to watch somebody that is knitting this up, go check out Wyoming Knits, Miss Jenny Lee. I'll link her below. Her and Shauna Stitches, I'll link their podcast below. But she has the My Little Pony Advent, and she's got it all knit up already. I mean, seriously. And she's doing her own series on the Advent, so go check her out. But I am still on day 7. I've got about 1 row left of yarn. Fun fact, and you will see why this is fun. I've got about that much left. So that's about 1 row, 1.5 rows. I would imagine that's about 2 grams of yarn. Fingering weight. But I feel like putting this on try-on tubing. Where is some? I can show you. I just got some in the mail because I lost my long piece I had before. This stuff. Where you put your needle in the supposed end where there's a hole. Okay. Yeah, like there's a little hole right there. My hands are shaking. I did this the other day with a short piece of tubing I had, and it popped off and I lost like 5 stitches and I had to drop down a few rows to catch them. That sucked. So I'm giving it the old tug test, and that seems to be pretty good. The other one wasn't staying on too good, but this one's staying on. I mean, I'm pulling it pretty hard. I would not pull it that hard if I was pulling it for stitches. So I don't know. Ooh, am I losing stitches? Oh, y'all didn't tell me I was losing stitches. I lost stitches. Okay, I'll get it later. God, how many did I lose? 1, 2, 3. Just 3. Sigh. So while I'm talking about it. Okay, so last week I hate when I do that. Usually I put needle stoppers on this because it's so big. Last week I was on day 6. Now I'm on day 7. I'm about done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The fun fact I was going to tell you. I do not like knitting with blue yarn. I like the color blue, but I don't like knitting with the color blue. If you will see, there are 2 blue sections in here so far. That's fine. Blue every now and then is fine. But this week, she went a little crazy with blue in the Advent. Not saying I don't like it. I still love it. But here is the Advent this week. And if you see, I got one. This one has some blue. It's more purple. 2, 3. 3 blues. 3.25 blues. We'll say that. That's going to be a lot of blue in one section of the blanket. So I might mix it up and not go in day order. Because that's just going to be a big muted section of blue. What do y'all think? I think I'm just going to start going willy-nilly and using whatever color is making me happy at the time. Because this blue is taking me forever because I really don't like knitting with blue. At least not light blue. I think I would enjoy like a royal blue or like a navy blue. A darker blue, in other words. Excuse me, I'm going to put these stitches on light bulb stitch markers while they're still there. Oh my gosh, this is just the worst. I'm going to do this and I'll be right back with you because this is going to be getting on my nerves if I don't do it. Okay, so it looks like I lost 3 stitches and they went as far down as 4 rows. So I just put them on light bulb stitch markers so they don't fall anymore. And I'll get a crochet hook and ladder them back up one at a time onto the needle. Not a big deal. I know how to fix it. I just hate when it happens. It happened on my Douglas Cardi this week because I was taking the left panel off the tubing, this stuff, and I was putting it onto the needles. But I think they have different size on Amazon. I'll link the link I got these from. I got like a bag of variety of colors. It was cheap and you get a lot. So I got this because I thought I kind of want to put this blanket on this tubing. There's barber pole tubing, whatever it's called. I don't know what people call it. But I was going to put it on here because I'm not doing many increase rows. There's only one increase row left on this blanket. And there's like over 100 rows left. So I'm wondering if it's actually going to be a circle. I know it will be with blocking, but I just want to see for myself. So if I do that this weekend, I will lay it out on the floor and take a picture, post it on Instagram, and I'll show you next time too. But I'm quickly going to return it back to the needles because I don't want it to be off the needles very long or I'll lose interest. I have this cute little bowl of light bulb stitch markers. I got it off Etsy. I got it last year. I got myself and Lisa one for her birthday. It's just the cutest little bowl and holds so many stitches, or light bulb stitch markers. I'll link it below if I remember. Yeah, I got my blanket, my circle blanket, based on the Anthology throw. Again, all I do, instead of the texture and lace stitches that she does, which probably blocks out into a circle, I don't know. Helps it anyways. I'm just knitting all the rows. And anytime there's an increase, instead of doing eyelets, I knit through the front and back loop. That's all. Is there anything else I wanted to say about this? Nope. That's it. Not very good at remembering on the spot. So this might be a little bit longer because I was going to do 2 project bags from Treasure Treasure. Hoping to find one bag that I've really been wondering about where it is. So I have an idea. It's in this bucket right there. We'll see. I'm going to grab it in a minute. And that is living in, I've got the bag for the Advent, all the yarn and the project and some notions and stuff, the pattern, all in my Knit Picks clear tote. I'll link that below. Okay, are y'all ready for Trash or Treasure? I am going to go right over here. I think these are all empty bags. This is all empty project bags. I'm almost 100% sure. These are ones I've shown you before. So I think this is the bucket that has the ones I have not done on this before. If y'all are new here, this segment of Trash or Treasure is where I pull out project bags that has been sitting around for a while that I have not touched and I forgot what's in it. And I show it to you. We go through the points of whether I like it or not, I want it or not, does it bring me joy or not, do I know the pattern, do I have the yarn, etc., etc. And based on that, we decide if it's trash or treasure. In other words, do I frog it or not? So let me get the bin. And as you can see, it's full of project bags. And let's see. What do I want to pull out? We'll do the one on top. Sounds like it's got something crinkly in it. Now let's see if I can find that one I really want to talk about. I kind of feel like it's in this bag. Let me just peek. We'll talk about this one first. I think it is this one. Which sucks because the pattern's not in there and I forgot what the pattern's called. Oh gosh. What's in this one? That looks like Madeline Tosh yarn. I don't know. I'm not going to ruin it because we might want to do Trash or Treasure another day. So, bucket, I'm going to put it back up there just so it looks uniform again. You wouldn't think of it by seeing my floor, but I don't like things out of their place when they're like aesthetic. So, we got 2 bags here. Let's go with this bag first. My friend Katie of Naughty Knitting Sacks made this bag for me. It's a beautiful bag and it has a naughty inside. I will link her below. Her shop's amazing. And I do have a coupon code with her, and I forgot what it is. I will ask her and link it below if the coupon is still good. But, do y'all want to... Okay, avert your eyes for like 5 seconds if you don't want to see the naughty inside fabric. It's just unicorns. Having fun. So, okay. Naughty Knitting Sacks. Let's see what's in the mystery project bag. I know exactly what this is now. So I see that straight needle. It is the Northeasterly blanket by Skeinanigans. I guess she still goes by the username Skeinanigans. I haven't seen her online in a while. Oh, I love this yarn that's attached right now. Okay, I'm definitely not trashing this. Ooh, look at that. Oh, that's a good green. That's a good green. Some of y'all commented y'all like my green shirt from last week. Thank you so much. That made me feel so happy. I wore it again this week because I was like, ooh, I look good in green. Okay, I'll wear it. But I love this green. Very pretty. Let's see what I've got here. It looks like I'm on the 4th row or 5th row. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm on the 5th row. So let's look at the top. I've actually been working on this for years. Haven't worked on it in about a year or 2, but... So it's just panels. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. There's other blankets like this out there. I don't know what they're called. Jelly roll blankets, maybe? I don't know who designed them or anything. I'm sorry, but... This is the Northeasterly by Skeinanigans. I will link it below. But it's just you work one panel at a time and then you pick up stitches as you go and knit the second panel, then the third panel, or you can do multiple panels at once as long as you got something to join it with. It's a pretty long blanket. Am I showing you the right side? No. Is this the right side? Yes. That's the right side. Oh, it's all twisted. Okay. 4 panels, beautiful colors, probably mostly all row 1 minis. I think there's some Hue logo in here. Like, I'm pretty sure this is a, I don't know, is that this one? No, that's not that one. I love that color green. Look at that green. But now I'm on row 5, and it looks like I haven't done much. This started the 3rd color in. And this is a really fun pattern. I like to work on this around Christmas time because that's when I casted it on. It was like Christmas Eve cast on for 2022 or 2021. I cannot remember. I don't remember what year the pattern came out either. But I'm using, what are these called? Signature needles. They're out of business now. But I do have the needles, so that's a good sign. I don't have the pattern in the bag, but I know the pattern is the Northeasterly. So that's easy to get off my Ravelry library. I have some amazing yarns from Row 1 Minis. This is Teal Torch, isn't it? Yes. This is some of my first Teal Torch knits. Oh, it's so good. Look how good. I love Teal Torch knits. It's like neons, but kind of pastel, but still in your face. That's my kind of color. Oh, I got a beautiful red right here. I was looking for a red this past Christmas. That would have been perfect. And it's Explore Knits. I have Explore Knits. I didn't even realize that. Cool. So I'm not frogging this. This is a treasure. Now the next one I do need y'all's help deciding on. Because A, I don't remember what the pattern is called. I'm going to have to go back to some of my old videos. If y'all remember, let me know. And see what this is called. Because the pattern is not in the bag. I don't know why it's not in the bag. And it's not in my row counter app. And I don't have it. I searched all the cardigans in my Ravelry library. It's not even in there. It wasn't a free pattern. I know this pattern cost. But this is a bag by me. I sewed this like a couple years ago. Bats and plaid. What's better than bats and plaid? I was selling these, and update, the sewing bug has kind of bit me again. So I might be sewing a little bit soon. Probably not bags, but just stuff. Okay, this is a cardigan, and I just dropped yarn. I do this every single time I record. Okay, it's not attached, so it's fine. But this is a pattern. I could probably wing the rest of it because this looks too small. Let's try it on. I don't know who the designer is. I don't know the pattern name, so there's a problem right there. But I've got the body done. The body is finished, and I know it's in Knit Picks, the colorway Jurassic, and I think it's Wool of the Andes. I got one sleeve finished, but I need to rip it back because it doesn't fit that great. So if I do not trash this, let's see. See, I got one sleeve. The sleeves have potential of fitting very nicely. But this sleeve is just too tight. It looks like sausage casings. I don't have, if God wanted me to have thin arms, I would have thin arms, but I don't have thin arms. No, actually it's my problem. It's not a God problem. Anyways, it's my problem. And this is how it looks. I think it's too tight. I'll know more from when I look at it. You'll see. I can't tell because it doesn't have a sleeve or much material. But it still needs a shawl collar going around the whole thing. I need to do the sleeves again. Pick up more stitches right around here. And don't do any decreases through the whole sleeve. And it's long enough, it covers my butt, so that's good. What do y'all think? Trash or treasure? The only thing I don't know, I don't know the needle size. God almighty, this is a trash, ain't it? I hate that. Maybe I could do the sleeves on a big needle and the shawl collar on like a regular, like a 9 or 8, because this is worsted weight. So you do worsted weight on 8 or 9 usually. The sleeves could call for a bigger needle to give me a better fabric, like a looser fabric, if I wanted to keep this. What do y'all think? Trash or treasure? If y'all know the pattern from past episodes, I think it was 2 or 3 years ago I cast this on. I can't remember. I had another green cardigan out of Madeline Tosh yarn. But this is Jurassic Wool the Andes by Knit Picks. I don't know. Trash or treasure? Let me know. Chime in. Comment below. Trash or treasure? I feel like this is going to be a trash. Okay. Taking it off. So that's trash or treasure for today. I hope y'all enjoyed that little segment. So, up next, I'm going to do Crafter Spotlight. And this is just somebody I want to put on shout out every episode. I know I'm not a big YouTuber. I don't have 100,000 subscribers or whatever, but I like to talk about people I watch and my friends and other people that deserve recognition. So there. I'm going to do it. So this is Crafter Spotlight. This week, we are going to talk about caffeinated cast-ons. And her name is Teresa. She's a fairly new podcaster. Her channel's fairly new. I can't remember how many. Did I say? Let's see how many. Caffeinated cast-ons. She has, how many videos? 33 videos. So she's fairly new. That could be less than a year. I don't know when she started. It says joined October 2023. But she is a knitter. And she's fairly young. She's young. She has a family. And I think she has a kid and a husband and all that. But she knits for fun. I think she has a full-time job too. She's like me, except for younger. And let's see what else I had to say about her. She's really good knitter, you know. I don't know if she's new at knitting, but she's really good at it. I've watched a couple of her episodes, but for her talent, she deserves more subs, I think, more subscribers. So if y'all would go show Caffeinated Cast-On some love. She doesn't know me. She don't know I exist. I subscribe to her channel. I comment on a couple of her videos on her projects, but she's only got 155 subscribers, so y'all go show her some love and support her, because that would make her feel great, because that would make me feel great. I know it made me feel great that when somebody gave me a shout out at that new of a era. It still makes me excited when people shout out my name, okay? I'm like, oh my God. I went to my husband one time, I'm like, did you hear that? Somebody said my name. And then he looked at me like, I was like, okay, sorry. So I don't do that much anymore. I just get really excited when somebody says my name on their channel. Or even on like Instagram or something. That just makes me excited when somebody shows somebody love. So this is my way of showing love to Teresa of Caffeinated Cast-Ons. She's a weekly uploader. So every week, I'm not sure which day of the week she uploads, but I did a little forecasting thing with her, and she's usually 1 week. Every week she'll have an upload. So y'all go check out her. I'll link her channel below. And speaking of podcasters, let's talk about spreadsheets that I've been making for our crafty community. Now, if you're new here, you don't know, I do have an Advent spreadsheet for both Halloween and December Advents. It is linked below, and it's also in my Instagram profile links. But I just have all the details for the Advents that are on sale. I've posted some new ones this week, and I went through all the links and made sure they're all still available, and the ones listed on the spreadsheet are still available. So that is linked below. But I made a podcaster spreadsheet, and I've listed over 90 channels so far. I mean, I'm getting close to 100. I just started this thing yesterday, and so many of you gave me wonderful ideas last week and channel names. So I listed all but one channel I could find. There was one called Candy Bee Knitting, somebody said on here, and I can't find the link. I can't find it in YouTube anywhere. So I didn't list that one. I felt bad, but I couldn't find her, so, or him, whoever it is, them. So I didn't list them. But I have over 90 channels listed so far on the spreadsheet, and all I have listed is like, I'll put a little video of it right here if I can. I've got the name of the channel, the host name, the crafts that they show and talk about on their channel, how often they upload. And then I have the link to their channel, not to a specific episode, just to their channel. And their Instagram name, just in case you want to go check them out on Instagram too. But I've got it all in alphabetical order. There's no favoritism or anything like that. It's just alphabetical order, and as I post them, I put when I update the spreadsheet. And the spreadsheets are usually updated on Fridays before I record. So I will link this spreadsheet below as well. Yeah, y'all gave me a lot of great suggestions. I try to subscribe to all these new ones that I have never heard of before. I haven't watched them all yet. But I'm going to go through my spreadsheet and check them all out this weekend. 1 or 2 episodes per person if I can. But let's see, what else is in my podcast notes spreadsheet that I made? I'm such a spreadsheet nerd. There's nothing better than being like about a computer than the ability to make a spreadsheet, in my opinion. Okay, we're at 37 minutes, so we're going to wrap this up. Let's talk about Advents and what Advents I've gotten so far. I'm just going to tell y'all the number. I'm not going to tell y'all which ones I've gotten. If you want to know which ones I've gotten, ask me in the comments below, and I'll talk about it next week. Halloween Advents. I have 5. I might have 6. Only 2 of them are 31-day advent calendars. Yarn Advent. I have one that is like, I think it's 12 or 13 days. Can't remember off the top of my head. That's a stitch marker advent. And I have 2 yarn advents that are either 12 or 13 days. I can't remember. So I am doing Vlogtober to open up all these advents with you. I might start off the month until I get all of them going, just doing it weekly. And then I will do the end of the last 12 or 13 days, I'll do daily vlogs. I love vlogs. I don't know if y'all like them. If y'all don't like them, just don't watch them, but I'm going to do Vlogtober this year. And then Christmas or December, I'll say December vlogs because they're not Christmas themed, they're just a December countdown. Some are to Christmas, but these are just December advents. Guess how many I have? Okay, one's just one skeiny yarn. Let's take that out. We're not going to count that because I'm not going to open that every day. But the rest of them, I think they're all 24-day advents. Yes. 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 Okay. I have 10. No, you didn't hear that wrong. I said 10. 10. I have a problem. I got too excited this year. I started out with 1. And I was like, that's all I'm going to get. No more. No more. 1's enough. I got 10. Okay. sorry, but this is going to be a good Vlogmas. It's going to be fun. And I thought, you know, if it looks like an advent I won't use, or the colors don't call to me, I'm going to sell them. So I'm going to turn around and sell the ones that that don't call to me. It might call to you, but it might not call to me. So I am going to turn around and sell some of them. Probably not many of them, because I really like the dyers. But I've got 5, maybe 6 Halloween advents, and 11 total for Christmas if you count the skein from Freckled Whimsy. I had to jump on the Freckled Whimsy DK yarn advent because those are some of my favorite socks I've ever knit for myself. Now, I like Lisa's socks better, but for myself, knitting myself a pair of socks, I really like those socks. And all I did was knit one big tube and cut it in half and added heels, toes, and cuffs. Okay, life, real quick. It's 41 minutes. We're going to fly through life. Okay, I got my car back. It's working. Air conditioner has not turned off. It's been perfect. But when they put the frame back on to the console of like the radio and everything where the air conditioning switches were, my USB charging cord was stuck in there. So I had to take my car back to the shop this week to get them to pull out the cord because it was stuck in it. There's no way I could have wedged it out without breaking it. It was a productive week at work. It was a quiet week at work, but it was productive. It's a long week, but productive. If y'all don't know, I'm an accountant. I'm not a CPA. I'm just an accountant. I'm actually director of finance, or director of accounting where I work now. I've been there 3 years, a nonprofit, and I love my job. I really have to say I have the best job ever because, I mean, there's so many perks, but one great perk is I'm out of there at 12 o'clock on Fridays. It's 1 o'clock right now, 1 o'clock p.m. on July 19th, 2024. I get off at 12, I come home, make my coffee, sit down, set up my camera, bring in my projects, record, and I'm done for the day. It's wonderful. I get a 2.5 day weekend. I love my job. Love it. And then I've been creating spreadsheets this week. It's been a good week. It's been a really good week. Well, I can't complain. So, I will come back at y'all next Friday. I'll record again next Friday. I upload on Saturday mornings. I publish at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I don't think anything's going to happen between now and then, so I might have plenty of time to knit this weekend, which will be great. So I hope y'all have a great day, great night, whatever time you're watching this. I will see you next time. Bye!